Welcome back to the channel and to another WNBA video. We got only one game on the slate for Thursday, August 22nd, so we're going to dive into that game. We'll break it down and analyze it. We'll talk about which way that I'm leaning as far as the points and the spread. We'll also talk about any player props that I found for that game, and then any picks that I put in officially myself, I will throw down in that pinned comment down below. So make sure you check back in. That way you can see if you'd like to ride along with me. And normally right here, we would recap our picks from the night before. But I do have to work super early in the morning, guys, and the games are still going on at the time of recording, so we are going to have to recap these picks tomorrow along with the picks in this video here as well. So I do apologize for that one. Hopefully we have a great night, man. Right now the Dream are playing, and they are up 15 with under 5 to go in the fourth quarter. Knocking on some wood right here, because hopefully I didn't just jinx it. Hopefully we do start this night 1-0. So let's dive into today's game. But before we do, hit that like button down below, man. Hit subscribe if you have not already. Now let's dive into it, guys. We got the Dallas Wings taking on the New York Liberty. The Liberty are laying 13.5 in this one with the over-under sitting at 171.5. This is the second matchup in a row between these two. So they just met on Tuesday in a 94-74 Liberty beatdown of the Wings. The Wings shot 43% from deep. They held New York to 28% from the perimeter, and they still lost by 20. New York owned the glass, out-rebounding Dallas 47-28 in that one. I think that played a big part in it. The Liberty are cruising, man. We talked about that in the Tuesday's video when these two faced, last. 3 straight wins out of the break for New York, 7 straight overall, and now 12 wins out of their last 13 games. Liberty are an offensive powerhouse, guys. They are second in scoring. They're first in three-pointers made, and they're first overall in shooting percentages. They dish out the second most assists against the third fewest turnovers. They are first in effective field goal and true shooting percentages, first in fast break points, and first overall in offensive rating. They aren't too shabby on the defensive end either, man, with a defensive rating of third. They give up the second fewest points in the paint, the second fewest second chance points as well. They're holding opponents to just under 8 offensive rebounds per game. That's the fourth fewest. New York is the second best team as far as rebounding is concerned as well. Dallas is just 8th. The Wings are hitting the third most shots from the mid-range, but like we talked about before, man, it's a high volume shot for them. It's not an efficient one. They are shooting that at just the second lowest percentage overall. They are just 8th in three-pointers made, 7th in shooting percentage. They are doing okay in the paint, and inside the restricted area, they make the 4th most field goals from that zone, just under 65% rate. But the Liberty, while they are giving up a middle of the pack, 6th most field goals made from the restricted area, they're going to make you work for every single one. They hold opponents to the lowest shooting percentage from that zone. Dallas leads the league in one stat, though, but it's just not one that you want to lead the league in, man. It's most turnovers per game. So look, I can't lean any way but New York here, and it is tempting to look at them early, to try to avoid a backdoor cash from the Wings. I'm not sure that's even a concern with the vast difference in play between these two. It's literally the best team in the league versus the worst. But with that said, it's these kind of moments in sports betting, man, where we're just so certain another team doesn't have a chance, and what do you know? They come out and win outright, right? So with that said, though, I am leaning New York. The first half, them laying 7.5, that spread is tempting, like I said. So just make sure you check back in that pinned comment later so you can see how I end up rolling with this one personally. I'm undecided right now, man, but I am looking at the Liberty, like I said. I'm just not sure if I want to take them full game or the half, man. I'm not sure yet. But for the total, we cashed the under in this matchup on Tuesday, and I'm leaning that way again. The Liberty have hit under this mark in 10 straight. The Wings, and they're hitting under this mark in 67% of their away games on the year. Do we really expect the Wings to come out and just light it up against New York offensively? I don't. The only way that we get over this number, I feel like, is if the Liberty just kind of take their foot off the pedal at any point, if they build up a big lead in the fourth quarter. But, like I said, in Tuesday's video, man, the Liberty have come out since the break. It's like they have something to prove here, and I don't, they went into the break as the best team in the league. I don't know if there's just, the rumblings they hear in the media, us on social media. There has been doubt cast their way as if, are they actually the best team in the league? Are the Sun? Are the Aces? Are the Lynx? There's been a lot of, like I said, rumblings, man. Maybe they hear this. Maybe, they've come out like I said, like they got something to prove. And like they're trying to put to rest any notion that they're not the best team in the league. So I just don't see Dallas coming out here and doing much against this New York team. We saw them lose by 20, like I said, just 2 days ago, and I don't see much of a change here. And then, honestly, guys, I dug around. I just can't find any player props that are jumping out to me here. Everything that from a trend point for the player, it just doesn't match up with the opposite, with the opposite side. The Dallas Wings, they suck on defense. So, we have John Cole Jones. She's hit under 14 and a half. I think at a 70% rate in her last 10, but the Wings are like ranked 12th, for points allowed from her position. So, it's a lot of things like that where, it looks good on one side. It just doesn't look good on the other. So not going to force anything here, especially with a 1-game slate. So no player props here. Like I said, New York leaning under. And guys, that's all I've got for us today. Don't forget, though, we do have the NFL Survivor pool open still. The link is down below, so make sure you guys check that out. Like I said, no player props, but that does not mean that Outlier is not the best research tool for sports betting out there, man. So make sure you dive into that description as well, so you can get that free 7-day trial. There will be a link down below for Outlier. Like I said, a free 7-day trial if you hit our link down below in the description. Man, I bet by the end of that 7 days, you're going to want to keep it, man, because Outlier is just that great. But like I said, man, that's going to do it here. A short video today. Hope you guys have a great day today. Hope we make a little bit of coin on this game here. I'll see you guys on the next one.